What's going on, people? It is the opinionated Gooner, aka DOG. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday. Hope you guys also enjoyed your Easter weekend. I did and didn't. You know, um, Obviously Arsenal were just pathetic, but nonetheless, I did enjoy my Easter. Went to church and everything like that. So yeah, I hope you guys got up to something productive. But it's a new game. It's a new game, big game, huge game, very very important, man. We've got Slavia Prague, first leg, Europa League quarterfinals tomorrow. It's a do or die game. You know, a lot of these guys now have to stand up and be counted for, like that. This is it now. This is a defining moment of the season for me. You know, we're so close to winning the Europa League. We're so close, but I feel like it's so far at the moment because of the performances that we've been dishing out. You know, letting Liverpool score 3 goals against us, West Ham score 3 goals against us, having problems with Olympiacos, having problems with Benfica, having problems with Tottenham at times. This is a very, very important game, and I'm hoping that Arteta can motivate these players for this particular game, because if you can't do that, if you can't get them to understand the magnitude of this game, then you're just not fit to be a manager, I'm afraid. And with that also being said as well, I did say, when we got the draw and stuff like that, yeah, I'm really, really pleased. And, we are going to beat Slavia Prague and stuff like that. Slavia Prague, to be honest, they're no mugs. They're no mugs. They beat Leicester comfortably away as well. Beat Rangers away. I think a couple of seasons ago, they were in the same group as Barcelona and Inter Milan. I think they got draws out of both of those games. Definitely the Inter Milan, I remember they got a draw out of that. But yeah, Slavia Prague, man, they're no mugs. Olayinka, very dangerous. Sima, very dangerous. Stanchu, very dangerous. The positive for us is that they essentially have one fit defender. They have a lot of injuries in that department, so that could be very beneficial for us. And then on top of that as well, Xhaka, Smith Rowe, and Saka have returned to training. So essentially, they're available for selection. So that's really, really good news for us. As you guys know as well, unfortunately, Tierney got injured, so he's going to have no part to play for Arsenal for a while. It's expected that he'll be back in training in 8 weeks. That's what they say. But, with Tierney, it's going to take a while. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out for almost the whole season, if not the whole season. David Luiz, he'll still be out, but he did have a very successful knee surgery, so he might come back fairly soon, probably in a month or two. But yeah, it's gonna be a very difficult game, man. I can't stress that enough, man. The magnitude of who has the mentality to understand that this is a huge game? Who will embrace the pressure and who will falter to the pressure is the serious question. Because we're not gonna get through the league to get a European spot. It's not gonna happen. I've been saying that we're gonna finish 10th. I've been saying it. So this is a very important game, man. And for me, I just want Arteta to just start the best team. Don't don't worry about anything else. Just start your best team. Whoever's not on form, you drop them. That's what I want him to be doing. But let's get into who I think Arteta will select for this game. Start off in goal. Leno goes in. He's in goal, isn't it? It is what it is. A right back, I think Arteta will play Chambers there. I'm not a fan of that. He did have a very good game against West Ham. Not really the best against Liverpool. I'm not really comfortable with a 6-foot player being a right back when he's a centre back. But yeah, I think that's who he'll play there as right back. The centre back pairings, I think he's gonna play Holding and Gabriel. I do, and that's our worst partnership. Like, why did you give Holding a new deal? Why did you do that to yourself? Why did you do that to the club? You know, he's held the club to ransom now, essentially. So, yeah, that's who I think he'll play as the centre-back pairings. And obviously, as I said, Tierney's injured, so Cedric will play as the left-back. And then in midfield, we have the partnership of Partey and Xhaka. Xhaka will definitely play for me because he was ill. It wasn't like he was injured. So yeah, he plays. And then on the right, as I said, if your players are fit and ready to go, you play them, isn't it? You play them. I am a bit worried, but you play them. Saka, he'll select Saka on the right, Odegaard in the middle, and then on the left, I think he will have Emil Smith-Rowe playing there. Now the strikers, is a very interesting one. The striking position. Arteta knows that Aubameyang has been pathetic these good few games, and he knows that, you know, Lacazette has been a lot better, but he does become non-existent himself. I think due to the fact that Slavia Prague have some defensive injuries, a lot of centre-backs missing for them. I think because Slavia Prague, they play like this high pressing as well, I think he will use the pace of Aubameyang to our advantage. Hopefully it works to get in behind the defenders, get between the lines. Obviously, Odegaard will provide him the passes. Saka will provide him the passes. And Emil Smith-Rowe will provide him the passes as well. So with that being said, I think Aubameyang starts up front. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So just to clarify, who I think Arteta will select, be Leno in goal, Chambers right back, the centre-back partnerships of Holding and Gabriel, and then we have Cedric as the left back, and then we have Xhaka and Partey in the midfield, and then you have Saka on the right, Odegaard in the middle, and Smith-Rowe on the left, and Aubameyang up top. Still not a bad team, you know. Still not a bad team for me. But I genuinely think he will shoehorn Aubameyang just for the simple fact of the pace, their lack of defenders or experienced defenders, and their high pressing, really. But, like, for me, I can't lie, man. Forget all of that for me. I don't want Aubameyang nowhere near the team at the moment. He's not performing. It's not fair to be shoehorning him in and then other players are you know, not getting a look in. It's not fair for me. So, you know, that's a bit of a hint on who I would select up front. But let's just get into who I think we should be playing. My mind did want to slightly go for a back three, you know, of having Gabriel, Mari, and Chambers. My mind did want to do that, but I just feel like that's just too defensive, especially bearing in mind we're like the home side essentially. That's just too defensive for me. I know it worked when we were doing like when we were in the FA Cup and stuff like that. Um, but I think without David Luiz, if you're gonna do that back three, without David Luiz, I don't think it works too much for me. So I would just stick with the 4-2-3-1. So in goal, I have Leno. Right back, I would start Bellerin, you know. I would start Bellerin. I would. I don't want to, but I would. But I would only start Bellerin because I would have the centre back partnerships of Chambers and Gabriel. I don't want Holding nowhere near this side. I don't want him anywhere near this side. You know, so, and obviously Callum Chambers is a centre back. So I would rather have Chambers as centre back than a right back. So I would have partnerships of Chambers and Gabriel. Then left back have Cedric. Midfield partnerships I have Xhaka and Partey. It's obvious that we missed Xhaka in the Liverpool game. We missed him. We did. Some people don't want to admit it, but it's the truth. You know, because the display from Ceballos was absolutely disgusting. And then, as I said, you know, if the guys are fit, you play them. It's as simple as that, really. But I am still worried because, you know, obviously Saka's coming back from a hamstring injury, and then Smith Rowe, I think it's hip injury, I think. But yeah, I would start them. I would start them. So I would have Saka on the right, Odegaard in the middle, and then Smith Rowe on the left. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change my Smith Rowe one. I want to have Martinelli there. The reason being, Smith Rowe is quite injury prone, to be fair. And like him coming straight back from an injury, I don't know. I feel like it might make him worse, and he might be out for longer this time and stuff like that. And plus, like, when Martinelli came on against Liverpool, you know, he did a lot more than the whole team with his energy, you know, trying to be positive. I'm all for Martinelli starting, personally. We need to be seeing it now. It's not fair that, you know, he's coming on from the bench. It's not fair. So I'd have Martinelli there on the left. And then up top, I have Lacazette, man. Simple as, I'm not shoehorning Aubameyang, even though it does make sense, you know, to get in between their defense and stuff like that. I do hear that, but the form that Aubameyang's in, I don't think he's gonna score many. So I hope I am wrong. Do hope that I am really, really wrong, but right now I don't have faith in Aubameyang, I'm being honest. So just to confirm who I would select, it would be Leno in goal, right back Bellerin, centre back partnerships of Callum Chambers and Gabriel, left back we have Cedric, and then the midfield partnership of Xhaka and Partey. And then on the right, I'll have Saka. In the middle, I'll have Odegaard, and then on the left, I'll have Martinelli, and then up top, I'll have Lacazette. So that's my team. Both teams, to be fair, they both should get something out of this game. But, you know, it's really difficult, man. It's really difficult with the form that we're in, you know. you just never know what Arsenal to expect. I think that's the worst part of it. But let's get into the score predictions, man. You know, I do think Slavia Prague will get an away goal. I have to be honest, especially if Arteta starts Holding and Gabriel. There's going to be a big problem because, you know, as I said, Sima, Olayinka, they're very dangerous. Especially Sima. I think I was reading today that we were linked with him, or we're linked with him in the summer. You know, so very dangerous. Scored a lot of goals so far in their league. Scored against Leicester. Very dangerous, man. Very, very dangerous player. And I think with the partnership of Holding and Gabriel, they will give him chances. Olayinka chances. Stanchu chances. And, you know, they will take one of them. They will. So, yeah, I still do believe that our quality with the likes of Saka, you know, if a Emile Smith-Rowe comes on or starts Odegaard there, we will punish them with those players. We will punish them. So, and I think, yeah, like whatever striker starts, let's just hope they take their opportunity. That's all. But yeah, with that being said, I think it'll be a 2-1 win to Arsenal. It's not the best result, but nonetheless, it's a win. It kind of puts us in a decent position, especially if we go away and score. But yeah, I think we are going to concede, and that's my biggest worry. Because an away goal is vital. And as I said, this is a do or die game. You know, who's going to really stand up and be counted for? There's no Tierney who does that pretty much week in, week out. You know, like Aubameyang, who's supposed to be our captain, is not doing it. It's very worrying, man. It's very worrying, but I still do believe we'll get the win. But yeah, I'm going to end the video there, man. I'm going to end the video there. I will be back tomorrow with the post-match review. Hopefully, I'm not going mad as I did against Liverpool. Hopefully, it's a lot more reserved, you know. Very positive win for us. But yeah, make sure you guys just like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications and all that other good stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Peace.